The Quaker Study Centre at Silver Wattle started with small offerings in 2009 and 2010.
With most courses well attended and with growing involvement by non-Quaker groups. The centre is not just for Quakers, but welcomes any serious seekers. Our courses encompass spiritual formation and prayer, training in sustainable living. Quaker heritage and the processes of Quaker decision-making and reconciliation.
We have to have this conversation not just with ourselves, but with the world, and we have to engage the powers. We have to confront them as well.
The preparation for active witness in non-violent social change, justice and peace work.
We got talking about the various sorts of protests, and I said, have you ever tried a quiet one, a silent one? The gag of colonialism, the chains of colonialism. I had my Murray flag up there. It looked quite odd amongst the sea of black flags, the one red, black and gold flag flying, but they were all right with that.
We offer a creative writing week, a process which many find deeply moving and enriching. We also offer training in centering prayer and the use of daily spiritual practices to help people engage with their own faith. There is plenty of opportunity for silent retreats.
Silver Wattle is also a meeting and forum space for organisations to grapple with present issues and plan initiatives for the future, all within the setting and the support of a spirit-led Quaker community.
When we found this place to begin the adventure of an Australian Quaker Centre here, it was like the most miraculous blessing on what we were aiming to do, what we wanted to realise.
During these first 2 years we rented this property, and we now have the opportunity to acquire the land and the facilities to establish the centre on a permanent basis. We had already undertaken an exhaustive search in 2009 before settling here, and now feel a way has opened for our vision to become reality.
And the previous owners, or still the current owners, but the House of Prayer, prayed here, gave service here, looked after the land as best they could here. And they knew also the power of being in this particular place from the visitors that they had and the events that they ran here. And they said to us, when we started talking about the possibility of having the Australian Quaker Centre here, they said, we have been praying for another faith group to come and take this place forward and continue God's work in this place.
We've got two functions, I suppose, in educating ourselves in our faith. One of them is to provide help and spiritual nurture where people actually live, scattered across Australia. But the other part is to have a place, a central, single place where people can come out of their daily lives, leave that sort of baggage behind temporarily, and find God more deeply.
We know there is much work to do in developing this centre as a financially viable and stable place. We recognise that we need to balance external events with core Quaker course time and take what time and resources are needed to develop a shared vision with Indigenous peoples.
The Centre will support courses for those seeking spiritual nourishment within the Christian fold, as well as those whose path is amongst other faiths. We aim to support all those who feel their lives are an expression of their spiritual faith and who are seeking a deeper immersion in their faith, knowing that this deeper immersion will enable them to be more patient, more tolerant, less self-centred in their work in the world.
Moreover, it is these people, with their active intent on transformation, who will more likely have the balance and clarity to imagine new ways and to help our communities through troubled times ahead.
We know that we have to ensure efficient management of the operation and maintain a simple service, working patiently and with commitment. Our vision is that the property be developed as a working model of sustainable living using modern technologies such as complete water recycling, alternative energy sources, organic food production, and modern communications. A separate legal entity called Silver Wattle is being formed during 2010 to manage the Quaker Study Centre. The governing board will be predominantly Quaker, with positions for involvement by others who can support this vision. We are seeking further financial support and living bequests to buy the property, to establish the study centre, and to provide endowments for scholarships, visiting speakers and special events.
These endowments are needed to enable participation by those who are more distant or less financially secure, and also to help develop the full potential of our vision.
We hope that Silver Wattle will become a space of friendship, healing and spiritual renewal, with the potential to bring out the latent ideas which the future will demand of all of us.
We also need your help in holding fast to our long-term vision of an intentional community that could provide to Australia and the Asia-Pacific region what Pendle Hill and Woodbrook provide to the people and communities of the United States, the United Kingdom, Europe, South America, and other parts of the world. We hope for a place of deep nurture and spiritual direction that will receive active contributions and care from many communities in addition to the Quaker community.
Should you feel moved to work with us or attend courses, please contact us through the website www.aqc.quakers.org.au or the following contacts: